I took a job as a caregiver to save my niece's life. I never expected it would almost cost me my own. The little girl I was hired to help hadn't spoken in 2 years. Her father was a man whose name people whispered in fear, and I walked into their world completely blind to the danger I'd witnessed weeks before. They told me I couldn't leave, that men were hunting me, that my only chance at survival was staying in a gilded cage with a widowed Mafia boss who looked at me like I was both his salvation and his destruction. I should have been terrified, but when gunfire shattered our breakfast and I threw myself over his daughter, something shifted between us. Something dangerous, something forbidden, something that would end with me taking a bullet meant for him. What I didn't know was that loving him would mean choosing between the woman I was and the woman I'd have to become, between running for my life and running toward the only family I'd ever truly wanted. Subscribe and comment if you've ever had to choose between safety and love, because this story is about to get darker before it gets to the light. The gates open with a grinding sound that makes my stomach drop. Iron and stone tower above me. Guards flank the entrance with guns visible under their jackets. I clutch my worn duffel bag tighter. I need this job. My niece needs this job. The money they offered could change everything. A man steps forward. He's broad-shouldered with a scar cutting through his left eyebrow. His eyes scan me from head to toe. "Bag," he says. I hand it over. He unzips it and pulls out my clothes, my toothbrush, the photo of my brother. His fingers pause on the frame. I hold my breath. "Who's this?" he asks. "My brother," I say. "He's dead." He sets it down carefully. Something shifts in his expression. He zips the bag closed and hands it back. "Marco Vitale," he says. "I run security here. Amara Bennett. I know who you are." His voice is flat. "The agency sent your file." He turns and walks toward the main house. I follow. The villa stretches across the clifftop in white stone and dark windows. The sea crashes far below. Beautiful. Terrifying. "Mr. DeLuca doesn't tolerate mistakes," Marco says without turning around. "His daughter is everything to him. I understand. Do you?" He stops and faces me. "Because if anything happens to Sophia, you won't leave this estate alive." Amara felt fear crawl up her spine. She meets his eyes anyway. "Nothing will happen to her," I say. He studies me for a long moment. Then he nods once and opens the front door. The inside is colder than I expected. Marble floors, high ceilings, paintings in heavy gold frames. Everything perfect, everything silent. A woman appears at the top of the stairs. She's young, maybe my age, with dark hair pulled back tight. She wears a crisp uniform. "This is Maria," Marco says. "She'll show you to Sophia's room." Maria's eyes find mine. She doesn't smile. Nobody smiles here. "Follow me," she says. We climb the stairs. The hallway stretches endlessly. Doors line both sides, all closed. Maria stops at one near the end. "Sophia is inside," she says. "She doesn't speak. Don't expect her to." "How long has she been mute?" I ask. "Since her mother died, 2 years ago." Maria opens the door and leaves without another word. I step inside. The room glows with afternoon light. Toys sit untouched on shelves. A small bed with pink blankets. And in the corner, a little girl sits on the floor with crayons scattered around her. Sophia, 7 years old. Pale skin, dark curls, eyes too old for her face. She doesn't look up when I enter. Her hand moves across the paper in careful strokes. I set my bag down quietly and walk closer. "Hi," I say. "I'm Amara." She keeps drawing. A house, a tree, a woman with long hair holding a small hand. I sit on the floor beside her. Not too close, just near enough. "That's beautiful," I say. Her crayon pauses. She glances at me sideways, just for a second, then back to her paper. I pick up a blue crayon. I start drawing on a blank sheet. A bird, clumsy and uneven. Sophia watches from the corner of her eye. "I'm not good at drawing," I say, "but I like trying." She pushes a yellow crayon toward me. No words, just the small gesture. My chest tightens. I take it. "Thank you," I say. We draw together as the sun moves across the floor. She doesn't speak, but she stays beside me. And for now, that's enough. Dinner is served in Sophia's room. Maria brings 2 trays and sets them on the small table by the window. Soup and bread. Water in clear glasses. Sophia climbs into her chair without prompting. She eats slowly, eyes down. I eat across from her, watching carefully. Do you like books? I ask. She nods. Once. I brought one with me, I say. Would you like me to read it tonight? Another nod. Smaller this time. After dinner, I help her change into pajamas covered in stars. She brushes her teeth in the attached bathroom while I turn down her bed. When she climbs in, I pull the blanket to her chin. Ready? I ask. She nods. I sit on the edge of the bed and open the book. It's old, dog-eared. My brother used to read it to me. Once upon a time, I begin. There was a girl who lived by the sea. Sophia's eyes stay on my face. She doesn't blink. I keep reading until her breathing slows, until her eyes drift shut. I close the book and stand carefully. When I reach the door, I look back. A man stands in the hallway. Tall, broad shoulders, dark suit perfectly pressed. His face is shadowed, but his eyes catch the light. He's watching me through the doorway. Silent. Still. Amara's breath caught. She steps into the hall and closes the door softly behind her. Mr. DeLuca, I say. He doesn't respond. His gaze moves to Sophia's door, then back to me. She fell asleep, I say. I heard. His voice is low, controlled. The silence stretches between us. He doesn't move. Neither do I. Tomorrow morning, he says. 8 o'clock, my office. Of course. He turns and walks away. His footsteps echo down the hall. I watch until he disappears around the corner. My hands shake when I finally enter my own room. Morning comes too quickly. I dress in simple clothes. Black pants. White shirt. I braid my hair back from my face. At 8 exactly, I knock on the office door. Enter, he says. The room is dark despite the windows. Heavy curtains block most of the light. Lorenzo DeLuca sits behind a massive desk, papers spread across the surface. A laptop open to his right. He doesn't look up. Sit, he says. I take the chair across from him. My back straight, hands folded in my lap. He closes the laptop. His eyes find mine. Gray, cold, unreadable. Your resume says you worked for 3 families before this, he says. Yes. Why did you leave the last one? The children grew too old for a caregiver. No other reason? No. His jaw tightens. He leans back in his chair. You're younger than the others they sent, he says. I'm 24. Sophia needs stability, not someone who'll leave in 6 months. I won't leave. My voice is steady. I need this job. Why? That's personal. Something shifts in his expression. His eyes narrow slightly. Everything here is my business, he says. If you work for me, there are no secrets. Amara felt anger spark in her chest. She doesn't look away. My brother died a year ago, I say. He left behind a daughter, my niece. She needs surgery we can't afford. This job pays enough to cover it. The silence stretches. He studies me without blinking. You're supporting a child on a caregiver's salary? He asks. Yes. Where's the mother? Dead. Drug overdose. He nods slowly. Something eases in his shoulders. Sophia hasn't spoken in 2 years, he says. Every specialist has failed. Every therapist. Every medication. I'm not here to fix her, I say. I'm here to care for her. His eyes find mine again. Longer this time. She seems comfortable with you, he says. We drew together yesterday. I know. His voice is quiet. I watched. My stomach drops. Heat floods my face. You were in the hallway last night too, I say. I check on her every evening. Does she know? No. Why not? His jaw tightens. He stands abruptly. The chair scrapes against the floor. That's not your concern, he says. She's my concern now. The words come out before I can stop them. If I'm supposed to care for her, I need to understand. Lorenzo's breath catches. His hands curl into fists at his sides. She blames me for her mother's death, he says. His voice is hard. And she's right. The air between us feels heavy, dangerous. Children don't blame, I say. They grieve. You don't know what you're talking about. I know grief. My voice is sharp. I buried my brother. I watch his daughter cry for him every night. I know exactly what grief looks like. His eyes burn into mine. For a moment, I think he'll tell me to leave, to pack my bag and never come back. Instead, he walks to the window, his back to me. Be ready at noon. he says. Sophia has a doctor's appointment. Of course. And Miss Bennet? Yes? Don't presume to understand my daughter. Or me. I stand and walk to the door, my hand on the knob. I don't presume anything, Mr. DeLuca, I say. But I see things clearly. I leave before he can respond. The doctor's visit is routine. Sophia sits on the examination table with her legs swinging. She doesn't cry when the doctor checks her throat, doesn't flinch when he listens to her heart. Lorenzo stands in the corner, arms crossed, face unreadable. Her vitals are good, the doctor says. No physical cause for the mutism. We know that already, Lorenzo says. Have you considered a new therapist? She's seen 12, the doctor nods. He glances at me. And you are? He asks. Her caregiver, I say. Has she responded to you at all? She's comfortable. That's enough for now. Lorenzo's eyes find mine. Something flickers in them. Then it's gone. On the drive home, Sophia sits between us in the back seat. The driver keeps his eyes forward. Lorenzo stares out the window. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Sophia's hand grabs my arm, her grip tight, desperate. It's okay, I say. Just thunder. She shakes her head. Her breathing speeds up. Amara felt her panic rising. Sophia, I say quietly. Look at me. Her eyes find mine, wide, terrified. Breathe with me, I say. In, out, in, out. She tries. Her chest heaves. I take her hand and press it to my chest. Feel my breathing, I say. Match it. Slowly, her breaths even out. The thunder rolls again. She flinches but doesn't let go of my hand. Lorenzo watches us, his jaw tight, his hands clenched. When we reach the villa, he carries Sophia inside. She clings to his neck, eyes squeezed shut. I follow them up the stairs. He lays her on her bed. She won't release him. Her fingers dig into his jacket. Sophia, he says. His voice is softer than I've heard. You're safe. She shakes her head. Rain begins hitting the windows. Hard. I'll stay with her, I say. He nods once and leaves. Sophia's hands reach for me immediately. I climb onto the bed and pull her close. She buries her face in my shoulder. I'm here, I say. You're safe. I'm here. The storm rages outside. Thunder shakes the walls. Sophia trembles against me. Hours pass. The storm doesn't stop. She finally falls asleep curled against my side, her breathing soft, her hand still gripping my shirt. I don't move. My back aches. My arm goes numb, but I don't move. In her sleep, she whispers one word. Mama. My chest tightens. Tears burn my eyes. I stroke her hair gently. I'm here, sweet girl, I say. I'm here. When I look up, Lorenzo stands in the doorway, his face pale, his eyes glassy. He heard her. We stare at each other across the dark room. The silence stretches. Then he turns and walks away. I hold Sophia tighter and close my eyes. Morning brings gunfire. I'm pouring Sophia's juice when the first shots crack through the air. Glass shatters. Voices shout. Get down! Marco yells. I grab Sophia and drop to the floor. The table shields us. More shots. Closer. The kitchen door slams open. Guards rush in with weapons drawn. Maria screams from somewhere upstairs. Sophia's body goes rigid in my arms. Stay here, Marco shouts at us. Don't move. He disappears into the hallway. More gunfire. Footsteps pounding. Orders being shouted in Italian. Sophia's nails dig into my arms. She can't scream, can't cry out. Her mouth opens, but nothing comes. Look at me, I say. Sophia, look at me. Her eyes lock onto mine. Terror fills them. We're okay, I say. I've got you, I've got you. The shooting stops. Sudden silence. Worse than the noise. The kitchen door bursts open. Lorenzo storms in, blood on his shirt. His eyes wild. He scans the room until he finds us. Are you hurt? He asks. No, I say. He crosses to us in 3 strides, drops to his knees. His hands reach for Sophia. She crawls to him immediately. He holds her against his chest. His eyes find mine. Fury burns in them. You threw yourself over her, he says. Of course. You could have been killed. So could she. His jaw tightens. His free hand grabs my arm, hard. Never do that again, he says. I'll do it every time. That's an order. I don't take orders when it comes to her safety. Lorenzo's breath catches. His grip loosens. Sophia shifts between us, her head on his shoulder, her hand reaching for mine. Who were they? I ask. Rivals. They're dead now. Why did they come here? His eyes darken. He releases my arm and stands with Sophia still in his arms. Marco will explain, he says. Come to my office in 1 hour. He walks out. Sophia's eyes find mine over his shoulder. I smile at her. Try to look calm, unafraid. I'm neither. Marco paces in Lorenzo's office, his face grim. Lorenzo sits behind his desk. I stand near the door. They were asking for someone, Marco says. A woman. Young. Black. New to the area. My stomach drops. Me, I say. We think so. Why? Lorenzo leans forward, his hands flat on the desk. 3 weeks ago, he says. There was a shooting at a bus stop downtown. Did you see it? My mouth goes dry. I nod. I was there, I say. A man was shot. I called the police. Did you see the shooter? Just his car. Black sedan. No plates. Did you give a statement? No. The police never followed up. Marco and Lorenzo exchange a look. The man who died was a federal informant, Lorenzo says. The Moretti family killed him. If they think you can identify them, they'll come for you. Amara felt panic rising in her chest. Her hands shake. I didn't see anything, I say. Just the car. Nothing else. They don't know that, Marco says. So what do I do? You stay here, Lorenzo says. Under my protection. No. His eyes snap to mine. Anger flashes across his face. That wasn't a request, he says. I'm not your prisoner. You'll be dead within a week if you leave. That's my choice. He stands. His chair crashes backward. He moves around the desk until he's inches from me. You think I'm giving you a choice? He asks. His voice is low, dangerous. You're a witness to a Moretti hit. That makes you my responsibility. I don't want your responsibility. Too late. His eyes bore into mine. You're already in this. Because of a job I took? Because you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And now Sophia is attached to you. His jaw tightens. Which means you stay. End of discussion. Amara's breath caught. She steps back. Her shoulders hit the wall. I can't stay here, I say. I have a life, a niece. Responsibilities. Your niece gets the surgery she needs. I'll pay for it. All of it. The words knock the air from my lungs. Why? I ask. Because Sophia needs you, and I protect what's mine. I'm not yours. Something shifts in his expression. His eyes darken. You are now, he says. The silence stretches. Marco clears his throat. I'll arrange security for your niece, he says. She'll be safe. Lorenzo doesn't look away from me. You have 1 hour to decide, he says. Stay under my protection, or leave and take your chances. He walks past me. The door closes behind him. I slide down the wall until I'm sitting on the floor. My hands cover my face. I can't breathe. Can't think. He means it, Marco says. The Morettis won't stop looking. He can't just keep me here. He can, and he will. Marco crouches in front of me. His voice is softer. He lost his wife to this life. He won't lose Sophia's caregiver too. She's not my daughter. No, but she's starting to act yours. The words hit harder than the gunfire. I look up at him. What am I supposed to do? I ask. Stay alive, he says. That's all any of us can do. He leaves me alone in the office. I stare at the door for a long time. Then I stand, walk to the window. The sea stretches endlessly beyond the cliffs. I'm trapped in a gilded cage, and the bars are made of protection I never asked for. I try to leave anyway. 2 days later, I pack my bag. Tell Maria I'm going to visit my niece. She nods but doesn't meet my eyes. The bus stop is 20 minutes down the road. I walk. The morning sun beats down. My bag weighs nothing. My chest weighs everything. The bus appears on the horizon. I step to the curb. A black car pulls up beside me. Tinted windows. Engine purring. The back door opens. Get in, Lorenzo says. No. Get in the car, Amara. You can't force me. Watch me. 2 men climb out of the front seats. Guards. They move toward me. Amara felt fear spike through her body. Don't touch me, I say. Then get in voluntarily, Lorenzo says. His voice is hard. The bus is 50 feet away. 40, 30. I look at Lorenzo. his jaw tight, his eyes burning. "Please," he says. "Quieter. Get in the car." The bus stops. The doors open. Nobody gets out. Nobody gets on. I climb into Lorenzo's car. The guards close the door behind me. The bus pulls away. Lorenzo sits across from me, silent. "You followed me," I say. "Marco did. I came when he called. You can't keep me prisoner. I can keep you alive. Against my will? If necessary." Amara's chest tightened. She turns to look out the window. "I hate you," I say. "I know," he says. We drive back to the villa in silence. He gives me the guest room next to Sophia's. Bigger than I expected. A large bed. A window overlooking the gardens. A bathroom with a deep tub. A prison with silk curtains. "You'll stay here," he says. "You're free to move around the villa. But you don't leave the grounds without Marco. For how long? Until the Morettis are dealt with. How long will that take?" His jaw tightens. He doesn't answer. "This is insane," I say. "This is survival." He turns to leave. I grab his arm. He stops. Looks down at my hand, then up at my face. "Why do you care?" I ask. "You don't even know me." "You protect Sophia," he says. "That's enough." "Is it?" Something shifts in his expression. His eyes soften, just for a second. "Get some rest," he says. He leaves. The door clicks shut. I sink onto the bed and stare at the ceiling. I'm not a guest. I'm not a prisoner. I'm something in between, and I don't know which is worse. Days pass. I care for Sophia. We draw. We read. We build towers with blocks. She smiles more, touches my hand when she wants something. She still doesn't speak, but she's trying. At dinner, Lorenzo insists we eat together. The three of us. A family that isn't one. Maria serves pasta. Wine for Lorenzo and me. Milk for Sophia. We eat in silence. The clinking of forks the only sound. "Sophia drew a picture today," I say. Lorenzo looks up. His eyes find his daughter. She stares at her plate. "Can I see it?" he asks. Sophia doesn't move. I reach across the table and squeeze her hand. "It's in your room," I say. "Maybe you can show your father after dinner." She nods. Once. Small. Lorenzo's jaw tightens. He sets down his fork. "I'd like that," he says. Sophia glances at her plate, but her shoulders relax, just a little. After dinner, we walk to Sophia's room together. The hallway feels smaller with him beside me. His presence fills the space. Sophia pulls out her drawing. A house. A tree. A man and a woman holding a small girl between them. Lorenzo stares at it. His face pales. His hands shake. "That's beautiful, sweetheart," he says. His voice breaks. Sophia takes his hand, leads him to the window, points at the stars. He kneels beside her. She touches his face. Gentle, curious. I watch from the doorway, my throat tight, my eyes burning. "Thank you," he says quietly. To me, not to Sophia. I nod, turn away before he can see my tears. I find him later that night. He's in a room I've never entered. The door stands open. Music drifts into the hallway. Soft. Sad. Piano. I step inside. The room is dark except for one lamp. A grand piano sits in the center. Photographs cover the walls. A woman with dark hair and Sophia's eyes. Lorenzo sits in a chair near the piano. A bottle of whiskey on the table beside him. Glass in his hand. His tie loose. His jacket gone. He looks up when I enter. Doesn't tell me to leave. "She played," he says. His voice is thick. "Every night." I move closer. Sit on the piano bench. The keys are dusty. "How did she die?" I ask. "Protecting me." He drinks, winces. "A rival family. They came for me." She stepped in front of the bullet. Amara felt grief tighten in her chest. "I'm sorry," I say. "I swore I'd never love again. Never let anyone close enough to lose. Is that why you don't hold Sophia?" His eyes find mine. Pain fills them. "Every time I look at her, I see her mother," he says. "And I hate myself all over again. She doesn't blame you. She should. She needs you. Not your guilt." He laughs. Bitter. Broken. "You don't understand," he says. "I understand loss," I say. "My brother died saving me from a robbery. I wake up every day knowing I'm alive because he's not." My voice shakes. "But his daughter still needs me. Grief doesn't erase that." The silence stretches. He sets down his glass, leans forward, elbows on his knees. "You're too young to be this wise," he says. "I'm old enough to know pain when I see it." His eyes find mine. Something shifts in his expression, softens, opens. "She called you Mama," he says, in her sleep. "I know. Does that scare you?" "Terrifies me," I say, "but I won't leave her. Even though you're trapped here, I'm not trapped." My voice is quiet. I'm choosing to stay. Lorenzo's breath catches. He stands, walks to the window, his back to me. "You should hate me," he says. "I did. For a day, maybe two. And now? Now I understand." I stand, move to the door. Hate is just grief in disguise. I leave him alone with his ghosts and his guilt. The air between us has changed. I felt it shift. And I don't know if that terrifies me more than everything else combined. Marco wakes me before dawn. His knock is urgent, sharp. "Get dressed," he says through the door. "Lorenzo wants to see you." I pull on jeans and a sweater. My hair stays loose. No time to braid it. When I open the door, Marco's face is grim. "What happened?" I ask. "Moretti soldiers were spotted near the village, asking about you." My stomach drops. We walk quickly down the hallway. The villa is still dark, silent. Lorenzo's office door stands open. He's on the phone. His voice is hard, cold. He speaks in rapid Italian. When he sees me, he ends the call. "Sit," he says. I sit. Marco closes the door behind us. Lorenzo comes around the desk, leans against it, arms crossed. "They know you're here," he says. "How?" "Someone talked. We're finding out who." Amara felt fear crawl up her spine. Her hands grip the armrests. "What does that mean for me?" I ask. "It means you don't leave this villa. Not for anything. I already don't leave. I mean it, Amara. Not even the gardens. Not even with guards. For how long? Until I eliminate the threat." The words hang in the air, cold, final. "You're going to kill them," I say. "Yes." No hesitation. No apology. Just fact. "When?" I ask. "Soon." His eyes find mine. I protect what's mine. There it is again. That phrase. It makes my chest tighten, makes something dangerous stir inside me. "I'm not yours," I say, quieter than before. "You keep saying that." He moves closer. "But you're still here. Because you won't let me leave. Because Sophia needs you. Because you're safer here than anywhere else." He crouches in front of my chair, his eyes level with mine. "Because some part of you knows this is where you belong." Amara's breath caught. She can't look away from him. "You don't know what I know," I say. "Then tell me." The silence stretches. His eyes search mine, patient, intense. "I know I'm afraid," I say. "Of them. Of this. Of you. Of me?" Something shifts in his expression. "Why?" "Because when you say I'm yours, part of me wants it to be true." The confession hangs between us. Raw. Dangerous. Lorenzo stands abruptly, turns away, his jaw tight. "Marco will be outside your door," he says. "Don't open it for anyone else." He leaves. Marco follows. The door clicks shut. I sit alone in the dark office. My heart pounds. My hands shake. I just told him the truth. And now everything has changed. Sophia has a nightmare that afternoon. She wakes screaming without sound. Her mouth open, her body rigid. I'm there in seconds. Pull her into my arms. Rock her gently. "I'm here," I say. "You're safe. I'm here." She clings to me. Her nails dig into my shoulders. Tears stream down her face. The door bursts open. Lorenzo rushes in, his shirt unbuttoned, his hair disheveled. He must have been sleeping. "What happened?" he asks. "A nightmare." He moves to the bed, sits on the other side. Sophia reaches for him. He freezes, uncertain. "Take her hand," I say. His fingers dwarf hers. She squeezes tight. "You're safe, Piccola," he says. His voice is soft, broken. "Papa's here." Sophia looks at him, then at me, then back to him. She shifts, climbs into his lap, buries her face in his chest. Lorenzo's arms wrap around her, slowly, carefully. His eyes squeeze shut. His jaw trembles. "I've got you," he says. "I've got you." I watch them, my throat tight, my eyes burning. This is what she needed, what they both needed. Sophia's breathing slows. Her body relaxes. Lorenzo's hand strokes her hair, over and over, the same gentle motion. She hasn't let me hold her in 2 years, he says, his voice barely above a whisper. She's ready now, I say. His eyes find mine over her head. Gratitude fills them. And something else. Something that makes heat flood my chest. Thank you, he says. For what? For bringing her back to me. Amara felt tears slip down her cheeks. She wipes them away quickly. Sophia falls asleep in his arms. He doesn't move, just holds her. His eyes closed, his face peaceful. I stand quietly, start to leave. Stay, he says. I stop, turn back. Please, he says. Stay. I sit in the chair by the window, watch them together, father and daughter, broken pieces finding their way back to whole. Hours pass. The sun sets. The room grows dark. Lorenzo finally lays Sophia in her bed, tucks the blanket around her, kisses her forehead. When he stands, he looks at me, his eyes soft, vulnerable. Walk with me, he says. We walk the upper hallway. The villa sleeps around us. Guards patrol below, but up here, it's just us. Tell me about your wife, I say. He's quiet for a long time. We pass windows overlooking the sea. The moon makes a silver path across the water. Her name was Julia, he says. She was an artist, painted, sculpted, created beauty out of nothing. How did you meet? At a gallery opening. She was showing her work. I was there for business. He smiles. Sad. She told me I looked dangerous. I told her she looked fearless. Was she? Terrified. But she hid it well. His jaw tightens. This life scared her, but she loved me more than she feared it. What happened the night she died? He stops walking, faces the window. His reflection stares back at him. The Rossi family sent 3 men. They broke into our home in the city. Julia was reading to Sophia upstairs. His voice goes flat. Empty. I was in my office. I heard the gunshots. Ran up. Found them in Sophia's room. Amara felt her chest tighten. She doesn't speak. Just waits. One of them had a gun on Sophia. Julia was between them. He closes his eyes. She begged them to let Sophia go. Offered herself instead. They laughed. Lorenzo, I say quietly. I killed 2 of them, but the 3rd shot before I could stop him. Julia stepped in front of Sophia. His voice breaks. She died in my arms. Sophia watched everything. Tears stream down my face. I don't wipe them away. That's why she stopped speaking, I say. The trauma, the fear, watching her mother die. He turns to me, his eyes glassy. I did that to her. My life, my choices, my enemies. You saved her. I got her mother killed. You protected your daughter. Julia made her choice. A choice she shouldn't have had to make. I step closer. My hand finds his. He stiffens. Then his fingers curl around mine. Guilt won't bring her back, I say. But love can heal Sophia. I don't know how to love without losing. Neither do I. My voice shakes. But I'm learning. With her. With you. His eyes snap to mine. Something dangerous flares in them. Amara? He says. Warning. Plea. I know. I release his hand. Step back. I know it's impossible. It's not impossible. His voice is rough. It's terrifying. The air between us crackles. Electric. Forbidden. I should go, I say. Yes. He doesn't move. You should. I walk past him. My shoulder brushes his. Heat sparks through me. I keep walking. Don't look back. But I feel his eyes on me until I close my bedroom door. Elena arrives 3 days later. She's polished, professional, smiling. I'm here to check on Sophia's progress, she says. The agency requires monthly updates. She sits in the parlor. Expensive suit. Perfect hair. Her eyes scan everything. Sophia is doing well, I say. She's more comfortable, more open. Has she spoken? No, but she's communicating in other ways. Such as? Drawing, gestures, eye contact. Elena writes notes on a tablet. Her nails are perfectly manicured. Red. Sharp. And Mr. DeLuca? She asks. How is he as an employer? Fair. Protective. Too protective? Her eyes find mine. Something cold flashes in them. He cares about his daughter, I say. Of course. She smiles. I'm just ensuring you're being treated well. I am. She stands. Smooths her skirt. I'll need to speak with Mr. DeLuca before I go. Agency protocol. He's in his office. She walks past me. Her perfume hangs in the air. Sweet. Cloying. Wrong. I watch her go. Something in my stomach twists. Amara felt unease crawl across her skin. That night, Lorenzo calls me to his office. Marco is there, his face grim. Elena's phone records show calls to a blocked number. Marco says, multiple times, always after her visits here. You think she's working for the Morettis? I ask. We're certain. Lorenzo's voice is hard. She's been feeding them information. About you, about Sophia, about our security. My stomach drops. She was here today. I know. I had Marco search her car, found a recording device. She was recording us? Everything. His jaw tightens. We're moving. Tonight. Where? My coastal villa. More secure. More isolated. For how long? Until this is finished. Amara's breath caught. She looks at Marco, then at Lorenzo. What are you going to do to Elena? I ask. Nothing yet. We're using her to feed false information. Let the Morettis think we're vulnerable. And then? His eyes darken. Then I eliminate them all. The words should scare me. They should make me want to run. But all I feel is gratitude. He's doing this for Sophia. For me. When do we leave? I ask. 1 hour. Pack light. Sophia doesn't understand why we're leaving in the middle of the night. She clutches her stuffed rabbit. Her eyes wide. Afraid. We're going on an adventure, I say. To a house by the sea. She nods, but her hand grips mine tighter. The car ride is tense. Lorenzo sits across from us. Marco drives. 2 armed guards follow in a second vehicle. Sophia falls asleep with her head on my lap. I stroke her hair, watch the dark countryside pass. Lorenzo watches me. His eyes never leave my face. You're good with her, he says quietly. She's easy to love, I say. Not for me. Not until you came. His words hit me in the chest. Amara felt warmth spread through her. You love her, I say. You always have. You were just afraid. I'm still afraid. Of what? Losing her. Losing you. The silence stretches. Sophia shifts in her sleep. Her hand reaches for something. I give her my finger. She holds it tight. You won't lose us, I say. You can't promise that. No, but I can promise I'll fight to stay. His eyes find mine in the darkness. Intense. Burning. Don't make promises you can't keep, he says. I don't. The car hits a bump. Sophia wakes with a small sound. Not quite a cry. She sits up, looks around, sees her father. She climbs across to him, curls in his lap. His arms wrap around her immediately. Natural now. Easy. My chest tightens. They look right together. Complete. Lorenzo's eyes find mine over her head. Thank you, he mouths. I smile, nod, turn to look out the window. The sea appears on the horizon. Gray, endless, free. The coastal villa is smaller than the main estate. White stone, blue shutters, right on the water. Guards patrol the perimeter. Security cameras cover every angle. But inside, it feels warmer, lighter. Sophia's room is here, Lorenzo says. He opens a door. Blue walls, white furniture, a window overlooking the waves. Sophia walks in slowly, touches the curtains, the bed. She turns and smiles at me. A real smile. You like it? I ask. She nods, runs to the window, presses her hands to the glass. Your room is next door, Lorenzo says to me, connected through the bathroom. Thank you. I'm across the hall. If you need anything. His eyes linger on mine. The air between us feels heavy, charged. Lorenzo, I say. Yes? Why are you doing this? Keeping you safe? All of it. The protection, the security, I pause. The way you look at me. He steps closer, his jaw tight, his eyes dark. Because Sophia needs you, he says. Is that the only reason? The silence stretches. His hand lifts, almost touches my face, then drops. No, he says. He leaves not. Before I can respond. The door clicks shut. I stand alone in the hallway. My heart pounds. My hands shake. Amara felt something dangerous bloom in her chest. Want, need, desire, all the things I swore I wouldn't feel. Days pass in strange peace. Sophia plays on the beach under guard. I walk with her, build sandcastles, collect shells. Lorenzo watches from the terrace, always present, never intruding. One morning, I find him making breakfast. Coffee, toast, eggs. He looks almost normal, almost human. You cook? I ask. Julia taught me. He doesn't look up. She said a man who can't feed himself is helpless. Smart woman. She was. He slides a plate toward me. Eat. I sit at the counter. Take a bite. It's good. Simple. Warm. Where's Sophia? I ask. Still sleeping. She was up late drawing. Did you see what she made? A family. His voice goes soft. All of us. Together. Amara felt her throat tighten. She sets down her fork. She sees us as family, I say. I know. Does that scare you? Terrifies me. He pours coffee, hands me a cup, but not as much as the alternative. What's the alternative? Losing you before we even try. The words hang between us. Heavy, honest, dangerous. Try what? I ask. Even though I know. Even though it terrifies me too. He moves around the counter, stands beside me. His hand finds my chin, tilts my face up. This, he says. He doesn't kiss me, just holds my face. His thumb brushes my cheek. His eyes search mine. I can't, I say. It's too complicated. Everything about this is complicated. You're my employer, Sophia's father. Say it. A criminal. Yes. No shame. No apology. Does that change how you feel? Amara's breath caught. She can't lie. Not to him. Not to herself. No, I say. His eyes darken. His thumb traces my bottom lip. Gentle. Reverent. Then what's stopping us? He asks. Fear, logic, everything smart. I've never been smart when it comes to love. He leans closer. His forehead almost touches mine. But I've never felt this either. Not even with Julia. And that terrifies me most of all. Footsteps on the stairs. We spring apart. Sophia appears in the doorway, rubbing her eyes, her rabbit dragging behind her. She sees us, looks between us. Something shifts in her expression. Not fear, not confusion, hope. She crosses to us, takes Lorenzo's hand, then mine, pulls them together, holds them there. Her eyes meet mine, asking, pleading. Lorenzo's fingers curl around mine, his grip strong. Sure. Okay, Piccola, he says. Okay. Sophia smiles, wide, bright, more alive than I've ever seen her. She pulls us both toward the table. We sit together, 3 people who found each other in darkness, learning to live in light. That afternoon, Sophia falls asleep on the couch. The sea breeze drifts through open windows. I cover her with a blanket. She doesn't stir. Lorenzo stands on the terrace, his phone to his ear, his voice low, hard. When he sees me, he ends the call. News? I ask. Marco found 2 Moretti soldiers near the village. They're being questioned. What will you do to them? What I have to. I should be horrified, should be afraid of the darkness in him. But I'm not, because that darkness protects us. Does it bother you? He asks. What I am? Sometimes, I say honestly. But then I remember why you do it. Why? Family. Protection. Love. His eyes find mine. Something in them cracks open. Vulnerable. Raw. I once believed love made men weak, he says. That caring gave enemies leverage. And now? Now I think love makes men dangerous, because there's nothing I wouldn't do to protect you and Sophia. Amara felt heat spread through her chest. She steps closer. That should scare me, I say. Does it? No. His hand cups my face. His touch warm, steady. You're changing me, he says. Making me remember who I was before grief made me cold. You were never cold, just buried. And you're digging me out. No, I'm just holding space while you dig yourself out. He laughs. Soft, genuine. The sound wraps around me, pulls me closer. I want to kiss you, he says. But if I start, I won't stop. Then don't start. Not yet. My voice shakes. Not until this is over. Not until we're safe. We may never be truly safe. Then not until Sophia is. She needs to be our priority. His jaw tightens, but he nods. Steps back. His hand drops. You're right, he says. As always. I'm rarely right, just careful. Then I'll try to be more careful. Lorenzo De Luca. Careful. That's new. He smiles. Rare. Beautiful. It transforms his whole face. You do that, I say. What? Smile. When you smile, I forget to breathe. His eyes darken. Don't say things like that. Not when I'm trying to be honorable. Sorry, you're not. No, I say. Marco arrives
really
after
not.
dinner, his face grim. He pulls Lorenzo aside. They speak in rapid Italian. Lorenzo's expression goes dark. Dangerous. What is it? I ask. The villa's power grid has been compromised. They're planning something. Who? The Morettis. They're coming. Soon. Amara felt panic rise in her chest. She looks at Sophia. She's playing with her dolls. Oblivious. What do we do? I ask. I have a safe room, Lorenzo says. Reinforced steel. Hidden. You and Sophia will go there when I give the signal. And you? I'll handle them. No. My voice is sharp. You can't fight them alone. I have Marco. And 10 other men. You need to protect Sophia. She needs her father. She needs to be alive. His eyes burn into mine. So do you. The lights flicker. Once. Twice. Then die. Darkness swallows the villa. Sophia cries out. Silent. Terrified. Now, Lorenzo says. Move now. He grabs Sophia. I grab my phone. Marco leads us down a hallway. Behind a bookshelf. A door opens. Inside, Marco says. Don't come out until I give the all clear. Lorenzo sets Sophia down. She clings to his leg, her whole body shaking. He kneels, cups her face. Be brave, Piccola, he says. For me, for Amara. She nods. Tears stream down her cheeks. He looks at me, his jaw tight, his eyes full of everything he can't say. Keep her safe, he says. Come back to us, I say. He doesn't answer, just turns and walks away. Marco follows. The door closes. Steel locks slide into place. The darkness is absolute. Sophia's hand finds mine. I pull her close. Sit on the floor with my back to the wall. We're okay, I say. We're okay. Gunfire erupts above us. Shouting, footsteps pounding. Sophia buries her face in my chest. I wrap myself around her, close my eyes, and pray to every god I don't believe in. Keep him safe, please. Keep him safe. The sounds rage on, glass shattering. More gunfire, an explosion that shakes the walls. Then silence. Heavy, terrifying. We wait. Minutes feel like hours. Sophia trembles against me. I stroke her hair. Whisper promises I can't keep. Footsteps approach. Slow, deliberate. The locks disengage. The door opens. A figure stands backlit. I can't see his face. Lorenzo? I call. No, a voice says. Strange. Unfamiliar. Not Lorenzo. A hand reaches for us. I scream. Pull Sophia back. The lights suddenly blaze on. The man laughs. Relax, Marco says. It's me. My heart slams against my ribs. Amara felt rage and relief war inside her. That wasn't funny, I say. Sorry. The power just came back. He looks tired. Blood on his shirt. It's over. They're dead. All of them? All of them? And Lorenzo? Alive. Hurt. But alive. I stand. Lift Sophia into my arms. Push past Marco. Run through the villa. Bodies lie in the hallway. I don't look at them. Just run. I find Lorenzo in his office. Sitting on the couch. A medic wraps his shoulder. Blood soaks through his shirt. You're hurt, I say. Flesh wound. His eyes find mine. Relief floods his face. You're safe. So are you. Sophia reaches for him. He takes her with his good arm, holds her tight. His eyes close. His jaw trembles. It's over, he says. It's finally over. I sit beside him, my hand on his knee. His head leans against mine. The medic finishes, leaves us alone. Sophia falls asleep in Lorenzo's lap, exhausted, safe. I thought I lost you, I say. Never. His voice is fierce. I'll always come back to you. Don't make promises you can't keep. Then that's one I'll keep. He looks at me, his eyes burning. I love you, Amara. I tried not to, tried to keep my distance, but I can't anymore. I love you. Amara's breath caught. Tears stream down her face. I love you too, I say. God help me. I love you too. He shifts Sophia gently, leans closer. His forehead touches mine. When this shoulder heals, he says, I'm going to kiss you until you forget your own name. That's a long time to wait. Some things are worth waiting for. Am I? You're worth everything. The words settle into my bones. warmth, safety, love. We sit together as dawn breaks through the windows, a family forged in fire and fear, learning that love is the bravest thing we'll ever do. The doctor clears Lorenzo after 2 weeks. The bullet grazed muscle. Clean. No permanent damage. But something has changed between us. The confessions hang in the air, unfinished. Waiting. Sophia notices. She watches us during breakfast, her eyes moving between Lorenzo and me. Curious. Hopeful. "What is it, Piccola?" Lorenzo asks. She points at him, then at me, then makes a heart shape with her hands. Amara felt heat flood her face. Lorenzo laughs. Actually laughs. "You're very observant," he says to his daughter. Sophia grins, nods, goes back to her eggs. "She's not subtle," I say. "Neither am I. Not anymore." His eyes find mine across the table. Dark, intense, full of promise. "Lorenzo," I say. "I know, slow, careful." He sips his coffee. "But I'm not good at waiting. Try. For you, I'll try anything." That afternoon, Sophia draws in the garden. I read beside her. The sun is warm, the sea breeze soft. Lorenzo joins us. He sits on the grass, his back against the bench, close enough to touch. "What are you reading?" he asks. "Romance novel. Terrible prose. Addictive plot. What happens?" The hero is a stubborn man who won't admit his feelings. "Relatable," he says. I kick his shoulder lightly. He catches my foot, holds it. His thumb traces my ankle. Amara's breath caught. Heat spreads up my leg. "That's distracting," I say. "Good." Sophia looks up, sees us, smiles, goes back to her drawing. She approves. Lorenzo says quietly. "Of what?" "Us. Whatever we're becoming." "And what are we becoming?" His hand slides up to my calf. Gentle. Possessive. "Something inevitable," he says. Marco interrupts dinner that night. His face is serious, but not grim. Different. "We found Elena," he says. Lorenzo sets down his fork. His jaw tightens. "Where?" he asks. "Trying to board a flight to Argentina. She had documents, money. Moretti supplied. Bring her here." "Already done. She's in the cellar." Amara felt unease twist in her stomach. Sophia keeps eating, oblivious. "I need to handle this," Lorenzo says to me. "It won't be pleasant." "I know. I don't want you involved. I'm already involved. She betrayed us." She put Sophia at risk. His eyes soften. He touches my hand briefly. "Stay with Sophia," he says. "I'll be back soon." He leaves with Marco. The house suddenly feels colder, darker. Sophia pushes her plate away, looks at me, her eyes questioning. "Your father has work to do," I say. "But he'll be back. He always comes back." She nods, takes my hand, squeezes. We clean up together, wash dishes, put away food, normal tasks. But nothing feels normal. An hour later, Lorenzo returns. His knuckles are bruised, his expression hard. "Is she—" I start. "Alive, for now." He washes his hands in the sink. "She confirmed everything. The Morettis paid her. She gave them information, locations, schedules. What will you do with her? She'll face the families. They'll decide. Will they kill her? Probably." The word hangs between us. Final. Cold. "Does that bother you?" he asks. "That I'm capable of this?" "Yes, but I understand it." I move closer. This world has rules. She broke them. His eyes find mine. Something shifts in his expression. Surprise. Relief. "You're stronger than you look," he says. "I have to be. For Sophia. For you. For us. Yes. For us." He pulls me close, his arms around me, his face in my hair. I feel him breathe, feel his heart beat against mine. "I don't deserve you," he says. "Probably not. But you have me anyway." That night, I dream of my brother, the robbery, the gunshot, his body falling. But this time, it's not him. It's Lorenzo. And I can't reach him, can't save him. I wake gasping, tears on my face, my heart racing. A knock on my door. Soft, tentative. "Amara?" Lorenzo's voice. I open the door. He stands there in sleep pants, no shirt, his shoulder bandaged, his eyes concerned. "I heard you crying," he says. "Bad dream." "About?" "My brother, and you." Something shifts in his expression. He steps inside, closes the door behind him. "Tell me," he says. We sit on my bed. I tell him about how my brother threw himself in front of me, how he died in my arms. I keep seeing it, I say. But lately, it's you instead, and I can't save you either. Lorenzo's jaw tightens. He pulls me against his chest, his arms solid, warm. I'm not going anywhere, he says. You can't promise that. Watch me. He tilts my face up, his eyes burning into mine. I survived this long because I'm careful, ruthless, smart. I'll survive longer because I have something to live for now. What? You. Sophia. This family we're building. Amara felt tears slip down her cheeks. He wipes them away with his thumbs. I love you, he says again. More every day, more every moment. I love you too. So much it scares me. Then let's be scared together. He holds me until the shaking stops, until my breathing evens, until sleep pulls me under. When I wake at dawn, he's still there, sitting in the chair by my window, watching over me. You stayed, I say. Always. 2 days later, Sophia speaks. We're having breakfast. Lorenzo pours orange juice. I butter toast. Sophia colors at the table. She drops a crayon. Lorenzo picks it up, hands it to her. Thank you, she says. The words are small, soft, but they stop time. Lorenzo freezes. The glass in his hand trembles. He sets it down carefully, looks at his daughter. What did you say? He asks. Thank you, Papa. His face crumbles. Tears stream down his cheeks. He drops to his knees, pulls Sophia into his arms. Say it again, he says. His voice breaks. Please say it again. Papa, she says, louder, clearer. Papa, Papa, Papa. He sobs. Great heaving sobs that shake his whole body. Sophia wraps her small arms around his neck. Amara felt tears burn down her face. My chest tightens with joy and grief and love. Sophia looks at me over her father's shoulder. She smiles, reaches one hand toward me. I cross to them, kneel beside them. Lorenzo's arm pulls me in. We hold each other, 3 broken pieces becoming whole. You did this, Lorenzo says to me. You brought her back. No, you both did. I just held space. Don't diminish yourself. His eyes find mine, red, wet, beautiful. You saved us both. Sophia touches my face, her small fingers gentle. Mama? She says. Testing, hoping. My breath catches. I look at Lorenzo. He nods. Permission, encouragement. Yes, sweetheart, I say. I'm here. She hugs me tight. Says it again. Mama. And just that simply, we become a family. The peace lasts 3 days. Marco bursts in during dinner, his face pale, urgent. Movement on the north side, he says. Multiple vehicles, armed men. How many? Lorenzo asks, already standing. At least 15, maybe more. The Morettis? They're saying it's revenge. For their soldiers. Lorenzo's jaw tightens. He looks at me, then at Sophia. Take them to the safe room, he says to Marco. No, I say. We did this already. And we'll do it again. His voice is hard. This is what I do. I protect my family. By getting yourself killed? By keeping you alive. The lights flicker. Once. Twice. Sophia grabs my hand, her eyes wide, terrified. Now, Lorenzo says. Move now. This time, Marco doesn't lead us to the hidden room. He takes us outside, to a car, engine running. You're leaving, Lorenzo says to me. Driving to the city, to my apartment. You'll be safe there. I'm not leaving you. You don't have a choice. Like hell I don't. His hands grip my shoulders. His eyes burn into mine. If you love me, he says, you'll protect Sophia. Get her away from here. That's how you help me fight. Amara felt panic rise in her chest. Tears stream down my face. Come with us, I say. I can't. This ends tonight, one way or another. Lorenzo, he kisses me. Hard, desperate. His hands in my hair, his mouth claiming mine. It's not gentle. It's not sweet. It's goodbye and promise and love all at once. When he pulls back, I can't breathe. Can't think. Go, he says. Now. Marco opens the car door. Sophia climbs in. I follow. Lorenzo steps back. I love you, I say. I know. He smiles. Sad. Broken. I'll come back to you, I swear it. The car moves. I watch him through the rear window, standing in the driveway, gun in hand, ready to fight. Then we turn the corner, and he's gone. We make it 5 miles before the car explodes. Not our car, the one behind us, the guards following us. The blast shakes our vehicle. The driver swerves. "Hold on," Marco shouts. Another car rams us from the side. We spin, hit the guardrail. Metal screams, glass shatters. The car stops. Smoking, damaged. Sophia screams without sound. I pull her close, cover her with my body. Men surround us, guns raised, faces covered. Marco reaches for his weapon. A shot rings out. He slumps forward. Blood spreads across his shirt. "No!" I scream. Hands drag me from the car. I fight, kick, scratch. Someone hits me. Pain explodes across my face. "Amara!" Sophia cries, her voice clear, terrified. "Sophia!" I scream back. "Run!" But she can't. They grab her too, pull her from the car. I fight harder, bite the hand over my mouth, taste blood. A gun presses to my head. "Stop," a voice says, "or I kill the child." Amara felt everything in her go still. I stop fighting. They tie our hands, shove us into another car. Sophia cries beside me. Real tears, real sounds. "I'm here," I say. "I'm right here, baby. I'm here." The car speeds away, into darkness, into danger, into the nightmare I always feared. Behind us, the villa burns. Smoke rises into the night sky, and Lorenzo doesn't know we're gone. They take us to a warehouse. Old, abandoned, the smell of rust and decay. A man sits in a chair, expensive suit, cold eyes, gray hair slicked back. "Salvatore Moretti," he says. "You must be the woman who cost me a fortune." "I didn't do anything," I say. "You witnessed a murder. You went to DeLuca. That makes you my enemy. I was just trying to survive." "So am I." He stands, walks closer. "Where is DeLuca's money? His contacts? His leverage over the other families?" "I don't know." Wrong answer. He nods to one of his men. The man grabs Sophia, pulls her away from me. "No," I scream. "Leave her alone. Tell me what I want to know, or she dies." Sophia cries. Real sobs, her voice broken with fear. "I don't know," I scream. "I'm just her caregiver. He doesn't tell me anything." Moretti studies me, his eyes calculating. "Then you're useless," he says. "But DeLuca isn't, and he'll come for you. Both of you. He'll kill you. He'll try." Moretti smiles. Cold, cruel. But he'll be too late. Hours pass, maybe days. Time blurs. They keep us in a locked room. Sophia clings to me. She doesn't speak anymore, just cries silently. "We'll be okay," I say, over and over. "He'll come. He'll find us." But I don't know if I believe it. The door opens. A guard enters, pulls me up. "Moretti wants to talk to you," he says. "No." I stay with Sophia. "You come now, or I drag you." I kiss Sophia's forehead. "I'll be back. I promise. I'll be back." She holds my hand, won't let go. The guard rips us apart. Sophia screams. A real scream, loud, terrified. "Sophia!" I cry. The door slams between us. Her screams follow me down the hallway. They take me to Moretti's office. He sits behind a desk, a phone in front of him. "Sit," he says. I sit, my hands still tied, my face bruised, my body aching. "DeLuca is here," he says. "In the building, fighting his way up." Amara's breath caught. Hope floods through me. "He came. Of course he came. For you. For his daughter." Moretti leans forward. "But he won't make it in time. My men will kill him, and then I'll kill you. And the child." "Why tell me this?" "Because I want you to know. When he dies, it's your fault. You brought him into this. You made him weak. Love doesn't make him weak. It makes him dangerous." Moretti laughs. "We'll see." Gunfire erupts below us. Shouting, footsteps, more shots. The door explodes inward. Lorenzo storms in, blood on his face, fury in his eyes. Gun raised. He shoots Moretti's guards. Clean, fast, efficient. They drop. Moretti grabs me, pulls me against him, gun to my head. "Stop!" he shouts. "Or she dies." Lorenzo freezes. His eyes meet mine. Terror, love, desperation. "Let her go," Lorenzo says. His voice is deadly calm. "This is between us. She's part of it now. You made her part of it. She's innocent." "Nobody's innocent." Moretti's gun presses harder. Drop your weapon, or I kill her. Lorenzo hesitates. His jaw tightens. Then he lowers his gun, sets it on the floor. There, he says. Now let her go. Moretti laughs. You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just... I throw myself sideways. The gun goes off. Pain explodes in my side. I fall. Lorenzo moves. Fast. Brutal. He's on Moretti in seconds. They fight. Savage. Desperate. Another gunshot. Moretti falls. Lorenzo stands over him. Blood everywhere. Then he's beside me. His hands on my side. Pressure. Warmth. Amara, he says. Stay with me. Stay with me. Sophia, I say, my voice weak. Get Sophia. Marco's getting her. He's alive. He's getting her. You came. Always. His eyes are wet. I'll always come for you. I love you. I know. I know, baby. I know. The darkness pulls at me. His voice fades. Everything fades, except the feeling of his hands holding me together. I wake in a hospital. White walls, beeping machines, the smell of antiseptic. Lorenzo sits beside the bed, his head bowed, his hand holding mine. Lorenzo, I say, my voice rough, painful. His head snaps up. Relief floods his face. Tears stream down his cheeks. You're awake, he says. Thank God. Thank God. Sophia? Safe. Downstairs with Marco. He's recovering too. How long? 3 days. You lost a lot of blood. The bullet hit your ribs. Cracked too. But you'll live. Amara felt tears slip down her face. I thought I'd die. Never. His hand tightens on mine. I won't let you. Not ever. Is it over? Yes. Moretti's dead. His family scattered. The threat is gone. Really gone. Really gone. He stands, leans over me. His forehead touches mine. You took a bullet for me. You threw yourself in front of a gun. You'd do the same. That's different. Why? Because I'm expendable. You're not. Lorenzo. No. His voice breaks. You don't get to risk yourself for me. Not ever again. Do you understand? I'll do it every time. Amara. Every single time. I touch his face. Because I love you. And love means sacrifice. He kisses me. Soft. Gentle. Full of everything he can't say. When you're healed, he says, I'm marrying you. No arguments, no waiting. Just us. Together. Forever. Is that a proposal? It's a promise. Then yes. I smile. Yes, yes, yes. He laughs. The sound fills the room, fills my heart, fills everything empty inside me. I'm never letting you go, he says. Good. Don't. The door opens. Sophia runs in, her eyes bright, her smile wide. Mama! She cries. You're awake! She climbs carefully onto the bed, curls beside me. Lorenzo sits on the other side. We're together, broken but healing, scared but safe, a family forged in fire. And finally home. 6 months later, the villa has been rebuilt. Stronger, safer, more beautiful than before. I stand on the terrace. The sea stretches endlessly before me. The sun sets in gold and orange. Peace. Arms wrap around me from behind. Lorenzo's chin rests on my shoulder. What are you thinking? He asks. That I almost lost this. All of it. But you didn't. No, we didn't. He turns me to face him. His hands cup my face. His eyes hold mine. Marry me, he says. You already asked. I already said yes. I'm asking again. Today. Now. Marry me. Amara's breath caught. Right now? Why wait? Marco can officiate. Sophia can watch. We can start our forever today. Tears stream down my face. Yes. God, yes. He kisses me. Deep, claiming, full of love and promise and forever. Sophia runs onto the terrace, her dress flowing, her smile bright. Papa, Mama, look. She holds up a flower. For the wedding. Lorenzo laughs, scoops her up, spins her around. Perfect timing, Piccola, he says. We marry at sunset. The 3 of us. Marco as witness. The sea as backdrop. Lorenzo's vows are simple. I was lost. You found me. I was broken. You healed me. I love you. Today. Tomorrow. Always. Mine are simpler. You're my home, my family, my everything. I choose you. Every day. Forever. Sophia stands between us, holding our hands, smiling so wide it breaks my heart. Forever, she says. All of us. Forever. And I believe her, because we fought for this, bled for this, survived for this, for love, for family, for home. The waves crash below, the sun dips into the sea, and we stand together, finally safe, finally whole, finally free. 1 year later, the morning sun streams through the bedroom windows. I wake slowly, warm, content. Lorenzo sleeps beside me, his arm draped across my waist, his breathing even. I study his face. The sharp lines softened in sleep. The darkness lifted. He looks peaceful, young, happy. My husband, my love, my life. His eyes open. Catch me watching. He smiles. "Good morning, Mrs. DeLuca," he says. "Good morning." He pulls me closer, kisses my neck, my jaw. "Sophia will be awake soon," my lips, I say. "Let her sleep." His hand slides up my side. "I want you first. You had me last night. Not enough. Never enough." I laugh, push him gently. "Coffee, then you. Deal." We move through our morning routine, coffee brewing, breakfast starting, Sophia patting in with sleepy eyes and messy hair. "Morning, baby," I say. "Morning, Mama." She climbs into her chair. "Can we go to the beach today?" "After your lessons," Lorenzo says. "Papa, please." "After. Then we'll build the biggest sandcastle ever." She grins, nods, starts eating. This is our life now. Normal, peaceful, full of small joys. The threats are gone. The enemy's defeated. Lorenzo still runs his business, but differently, smarter, safer. And I'm his partner in everything. Not just Sophia's mother, but his equal, his advisor, his love. After breakfast, we walk the grounds together. Sophia runs ahead, chasing butterflies, laughing. "Do you ever miss it?" Lorenzo asks. "Your old life?" "Never." I take his hand. "This is everything I never knew I needed." Even with the danger, the complications, the darkness, especially with those things, because they led me here, to you, to her, to us. He stops walking, turns to me. His hands frame my face. "I love you," he says. "More every day, more every moment." I know, I feel the same. You walked into my life, and everything changed. You let me in. That's what changed everything. He kisses me, soft, full of everything we've built together. Sophia calls from the garden. "Mama, Papa, come see." We join her. She's found a ladybug. It crawls across her palm, her eyes wide with wonder. "Make a wish," I say. She closes her eyes, whispers something, opens them, smiles. "What did you wish for?" Lorenzo asks. I can't tell. Then it won't come true. Smart girl. He lifts her, spins her. She squeals with delight. I watch them, my heart so full it might burst. This is what happiness looks like. Not perfect, not easy, but real, true, ours. That evening, we sit on the terrace, Sophia between us, watching the sunset paint the sky. "Tell me a story," she says. "What kind?" I ask. "A love story, with a happy ending." Lorenzo and I exchange glances. He smiles. I smile back. "Once upon a time," I begin, "there was a girl who thought she knew what love was." "But she didn't?" Sophia asks. "Not yet. But then she met a man, a complicated man, a broken man. Like Papa?" "Exactly like Papa." Lorenzo squeezes my hand. "And he was scared of loving again." "Why?" "Because love hurt him before. But the girl was brave, and patient, and kind. Like you, Mama?" "Maybe a little." I kiss her hair. And slowly they healed each other, built a family, found home, and lived happily ever after? "Yes, sweetheart. Happily ever after." Sophia sighs. Content. I like that story. "Me too," Lorenzo says, his eyes on mine. It's my favorite. The sun sets completely. Sophia falls asleep in Lorenzo's arms. He carries her inside, tucks her into bed. We stand in her doorway, watching her sleep. "Thank you," he says quietly. "For what?" "For saving me, for loving me, for giving me this. You gave me this too. Then we're even." "No." I turn to him, rise on my toes, kiss him softly. "We're better than even. We're home." He smiles. That rare, beautiful smile that still takes my breath away. "Yes," he says. "We're finally home." We walk to our room, hand in hand, hearts beating as one. And I know with absolute certainty that this is where I belong. Not in safety, not in peace, not in perfection, but in love. With him, with Sophia, with this imperfect, complicated, beautiful family we built from broken pieces. The waves crash against the cliffs, the stars shine overhead, and in the darkness, we find light. Together, always, forever. She looked at him. He smiled back. They were home. The hospital room becomes my world for 2 weeks. Wiping machines. The steady rhythm of Lorenzo's breathing beside me. He never leaves. Sleeps in the chair. Eats hospital food. Holds my hand through every painful breath. You need to go home, I say. Check on Sophia. Get real rest. Marco brings her every day. I rest when you rest. Lorenzo, don't argue. His voice is gentle but firm. You took a bullet for me. The least I can do is stay. Amara felt warmth spread through her chest despite the pain. She squeezes his hand. Tell me what happened, I say. After I passed out. His jaw tightens. His eyes darken with memory. I killed Moretti. Then I carried you out. You were so pale. So much blood. His voice breaks. I thought I'd lost you. I thought I'd failed again. You didn't fail. You saved us. Barely. If you'd died. He stops. Swallows hard. I wouldn't have survived it. But I didn't die. I'm here. We're both here. He lifts my hand to his lips. Kisses my knuckles. His eyes close. I love you so much it terrifies me, he says. Good. Be terrified with me. He laughs. Soft. Broken. Beautiful. Sophia visits every afternoon. She climbs carefully onto the bed, shows me her drawings, tells me about her day. Her voice is still new, still fragile, but growing stronger. The doctors say you'll come home soon, she says. I hope so. I miss my own bed. Papa doesn't sleep in his bed. He sleeps here. I know. He loves you very much. I love him too. She studies my face. Her eyes serious. Old for her years. Are you my mama now? She asks. Really? Forever? Amara felt tears burn her eyes. She pulls Sophia close. If you want me to be, I say. I want it. More than anything. Then yes, I'm your mama. Really, forever. She hugs me tight. Careful of my injuries. Her small body warm. Safe. Lorenzo watches from the doorway. His eyes wet. His hand over his heart. I see you, I say to him. I know. I'm not hiding. Come here. He crosses to us. Sits on the bed. We hold Sophia between us. A family taking shape. When Mama comes home, Sophia says, Can we have a party? Of course, Lorenzo says. Whatever you want. With cake? Mountains of cake. And balloons? So many balloons will float away. She giggles. The sound fills the room. Fills my heart. This is what I fought for. What I bled for. This moment. This family. This love. They discharge me on a Thursday. Lorenzo carries me to the car despite my protests. I can walk, I say. I know. But I'm carrying you anyway. Why? Because I need to. Let me have this. His arms are strong around me. His heartbeat steady against my ear. I stop fighting. Just let him hold me. The drive home is quiet. Sophia sits between us. Her hand in mine. Lorenzo's hand on my knee. When we reach the villa, guards line the driveway. They nod as we pass. Respect in their eyes. They're loyal to you now, Lorenzo says. You protected their boss. Took a bullet for him. I didn't do it for them. I know. But they see you as family now. As one of us. The words should scare me. They don't. Because it's true. I am one of them. Part of this world. This life. Maria waits at the door. Her eyes soft. Warm. Welcome home, Signora, she says. Thank you, Maria. Your room is ready. Fresh flowers, clean sheets. Lorenzo carries me upstairs. Sets me gently on the bed. Sophia climbs up beside me. Rest, he says. I'll bring you dinner. Stay with me. I'm not going anywhere. He lies down on my other side, careful not to jostle me. Sophia curls against my chest. Lorenzo's arm drapes over both of us. We fall asleep like that. Together. Safe. Home. Recovery is slow, painful, frustrating, but Lorenzo is patient. He helps me stand, walk, move without wincing. You're doing great, he says. I feel useless. You're healing. That's not useless. I can't even play with Sophia properly. She understands. She just wants you here. Amara felt tears prick her eyes. The emotion's too close to the surface lately. Lorenzo pulls me close. His hand strokes my hair. It's okay to be frustrated, he says. It's okay to hurt. Just don't push yourself too hard. I hate being weak. You're not weak. You're recovering from a gunshot wound. There's a difference. Feels the same. It's not. He tilts my face up, his eyes serious. You're the strongest person I know. Taking time to heal doesn't change that. I kiss him. Soft. Grateful. He kisses me back. Gentle. Reverent. I'm going to marry you, he says against my lips. You keep saying that. Because I mean it. The moment you're healed, I'm making you my wife. What if I want to wait? Do you? No. Then we won't wait. His certainty settles something inside me. Makes the pain worth it. Makes everything worth it. 6 weeks after the shooting, the doctor clears me. No restrictions. Full recovery. You're lucky, he says. An inch to the left, and you'd have died. I know. No more bullets, yes? Your husband would kill me if you came back. I laugh. No more bullets. I promise. Lorenzo takes my hand as we leave. His grip tight. Possessive. You heard him? He says. No more bullets. I'll do my best. Amara. I can't promise what I can't control, but I promise I'll be more careful. That's not good enough. It'll have to be. His jaw tightens, but he nods. Because he knows. This life doesn't allow for absolute safety, only calculated risks. We drive to the beach, walk along the shore, the sand cool, the waves gentle. Sophia runs ahead, collecting shells, laughing, free. I want to marry you this weekend, Lorenzo says suddenly. This weekend? Why wait? You're healed. We love each other. Sophia wants it. Why wait? Amara's breath caught. She stops walking, faces him. This weekend, I repeat. Unless you want something big, something planned. No, I want small, just us, just family. Then this weekend. Okay. Okay? Yes, let's get married this weekend. His smile breaks across his face. Wide, genuine, beautiful. He lifts me, spins me. I laugh, hold on to him. When he sets me down, he kisses me. Deep, claiming, full of promise. You're mine, he says. I'm yours. Forever. Forever. Sophia runs back to us. What's happening? Why are you happy? We're getting married, I say. This weekend. Her eyes go wide. Her mouth drops open. Then she screams. A happy scream. Loud and clear and perfect. Really? Really, really? Really, really? Lorenzo says. She jumps between us. We catch her, hold her, our family complete. Maria helps me find a dress. Simple white, flowing, beautiful. It fits perfectly. You look like a bride, she says. Her eyes wet. I am a bride. Signor DeLuca is a lucky man. I'm the lucky one. No, you both are. You saved each other. Her words settle over me. True. Real. We did save each other. From grief, from loneliness, from giving up. The wedding is planned for Sunday. Just family, Marco officiating, the terrace overlooking the sea. Sophia insists on flowers everywhere. Lorenzo agrees to everything she wants. He can't say no to her anymore. Can't deny her anything. You've made him soft, Marco tells me. Is that a bad thing? No, it's the best thing I've ever seen. Saturday night, I can't sleep. Nerves and excitement tangle inside me. I slip out of bed, walk to the terrace. The moon is full, the sea silver, the air warm. Can't sleep either? Lorenzo's voice behind me. Too excited. He wraps his arms around me, his chin on my shoulder. Tomorrow you become my wife, he says. Tomorrow you become my husband. I've never been anyone's husband. Not really. Julia and I married quickly, quietly. No celebration. Do you wish we were doing more? No. This is perfect. You're perfect. Amara felt tears slip down her cheeks. Happy tears. Grateful tears. I love you, I say. I know. He turns me to face him. But I need to tell you something. Before we marry. Before we make this permanent. My stomach drops. What? My business, my family, this life. It won't ever be completely safe. There will always be threats. Always risks. I know that. Do you? Really? His eyes search mine. Because once we marry, you're in this forever. No leaving, no escape. You'll be a DeLuca. That comes with protection but also danger. I understand. Do you accept it? Knowing what it means? I cup his face. My hands steady. Sure. I accept you, all of you. The good, the bad, the dangerous. My voice is firm. I'm not afraid of your world anymore, because you're in it. And wherever you are is where I want to be. His eyes close. His jaw trembles. I don't deserve you, he says. Stop saying that. You deserve everything. Then I'll spend my life trying to be worthy of you. You already are. He kisses me. Soft. Slow. Full of everything we've been through. Everything we've survived. Tomorrow, he says against my lips. Tomorrow. Sunday dawns clear and warm. Perfect weather. Perfect day. Maria helps me dress. Does my hair. Simple. Natural. Me. Sophia wears a pink dress. Flowers in her hair. She spins in front of the mirror. I look like a princess, she says. You are a princess. And you're a queen. Maybe just a bride. A queen bride. I laugh. Pull her close. This little girl who changed everything. Who made me a mother. Who brought me to Lorenzo. I love you, Sophia, I say. I love you too, Mama. She hugs me tight. I'm so happy you're marrying Papa. Me too, sweet girl. Me too. A knock on the door. Marco's voice. It's time. My heart races. My hands shake. But I'm ready. So ready. Sophia takes my hand. Leads me downstairs. Out to the terrace. Lorenzo stands at the edge. The sea behind him. Wearing a dark suit. His hair neat. His eyes locked on me. Amara's breath caught. He's beautiful. Devastating. Mine. I walk to him. Slowly. Sophia beside me. She lets go when we reach him. Steps back. Lorenzo takes both my hands. His grip warm. Strong. Hi, I say. Hi, he says. His voice rough with emotion. Marco clears his throat. Shall we begin? We nod. Can't look away from each other. Marco speaks. Traditional words. Beautiful words. I barely hear them. Just focus on Lorenzo. On the way he's looking at me. Like I'm everything. Lorenzo, Marco says. Your vows. Lorenzo clears his throat. His thumbs stroke my hands. I was dead inside before you came. Walking. Breathing. But not living. His voice shakes. You brought me back. You made me feel again. Love again. Hope again. Tears stream down his face. I promise to protect you. Cherish you. Love you. Every day. For the rest of my life. You're my heart. My home. My everything. Amara felt tears pour down her face. I can't speak. Can barely breathe. Amara. Marco prompts gently. Your vows. I swallow hard. Find my voice. I came here scared. Broken by
Lost.
grief. My voice steadies. You gave me purpose. Family. Love I never thought I'd find. I squeeze his hands. You're complicated. Dangerous. Imperfect. And I love every part of you. My voice breaks. I promise to stand beside you. Fight with you. Love you. Always. You're my choice. My forever. My home. Lorenzo's jaw trembles. He pulls me closer. The rings. Marco says. Sophia steps forward. Holds out a small pillow. 2 gold bands rest on it. Slides
Lorenzo
it onto
takes
my
one.
finger. His hands shake. I take the other. Slide it onto his. My tears falling on our joined hands. By the power vested in me, Marco says. And more importantly, by the love that binds you. I pronounce you husband and wife. He smiles. Kiss your bride, boss. Lorenzo pulls me against him. His mouth finds mine. The kiss is everything. Promise. Passion. Forever. I kiss him back. Pour everything into it. All my love. All my hope. All my heart. Sophia cheers. Maria cries. Marco claps. When we finally break apart, Lorenzo rests his forehead against mine. My wife, he says. My husband, I say. Forever. Forever. The celebration is small but perfect. Dinner on the terrace, wine and laughter. Sophia between us, holding both our hands. Tell me how you met, she says. You know this story, I say. Tell it again. Tell it forever. Lorenzo and I exchange glances. He smiles. I smile back. Once upon a time, he begins. I was a man who thought he knew everything. But he didn't, I continue, because he hadn't met me yet. Sophia giggles. And then? And then a woman walked into my house. Brave, beautiful, stubborn. She took care of a little girl who needed her. And accidentally saved a man who needed her more. They fought. They argued. They drove each other crazy. But underneath all of that, they were falling in love. Sophia sighs happily. I love this story. Me too, Lorenzo says. His eyes on me. It's my favorite. We eat. We laugh. We watch the sunset paint the sky gold and orange. When Sophia falls asleep at the table, Lorenzo carries her to bed. I follow. We tuck her in together. She doesn't wake, just smiles in her sleep. She's happy, Lorenzo says. So am I. Good. He takes my hand. Come with me. I have something for you. He leads me to our room, opens a drawer, pulls out a small box. What is this? I ask. Open it. Inside is a key. Gold, ornate, old. It was Julia's, he says. She wanted Sophia to have it when she was older, but I think she'd want you to have it now. What does it open? Her studio, in the East Wing. I locked it after she died. Haven't been inside since. Amara felt her chest tighten. Lorenzo, I'm ready to let you in, to show you who she was, to stop hiding from the past. Are you sure? Yes. He closes my fingers around the key. Because you're my future, and I can't move forward while living in yesterday. I kiss him, pour all my gratitude into it, all my love. Thank you, I say. No, thank you. For loving me, for staying, for making me whole again. That night, we make love for the first time as husband and wife. Slow, tender, perfect. Afterward, we lie tangled together. His fingers trace patterns on my skin, my head on his chest, his heartbeat steady beneath my ear. What are you thinking? I ask. That I'm the luckiest man alive, even with all the violence, the danger, the chaos? Especially because of those things. They brought you to me. Amara felt tears prick her eyes again. I cry too much now. I love when you cry. It means you feel safe enough to be vulnerable. I do feel safe. With you. Always with you. He tightens his arms around me. His lips press to my hair. I'll keep you safe, he says. Both of you. Always. I know. We fall asleep like that, wrapped in each other, hearts beating as one. And I dream of happiness. Of forever. Of home. 1 year later, I open my eyes to sunlight streaming through the windows. Lorenzo's side of the bed is empty, but I hear voices downstairs. Laughter. I pull on a robe, walk barefoot down the stairs, follow the sounds to the kitchen. Lorenzo stands at the stove, making pancakes. Sophia sits at the counter, covered in flour. They're both laughing. What happened here? I ask. Papa let me help, Sophia says. But I spilled. I see that. Lorenzo turns, sees me. His smile breaks across his face, the smile that still steals my breath. Good morning, wife, he says. Good morning, husband. He crosses to me, kisses me softly. Did we wake you? No, I just missed you. We were trying to surprise you. Breakfast in bed. This is better. I sit at the counter. Sophia climbs into my lap. She's 8 now, growing so fast, so confident, so happy. Mama, guess what? She says. What? Papa says we can get a dog. Does he now? I look at Lorenzo. He shrugs, unapologetic. She's been asking for months. So you gave in. I can't say no to her. Or to me. Especially not to you. Amara felt warmth bloom in her chest. This life, this family, this love. We eat breakfast together. Messy pancakes and burnt bacon, orange juice and coffee. The most perfect, imperfect meal. After, we walk the grounds. Sophia runs ahead with the guards' children, playing, laughing, free. The business is good, Lorenzo says. Legitimate deals, less violence. More stability. You're going straight? As straight as I can. For you. For Sophia. For any future children. My steps falter. Future children? If you want them. His eyes search mine. Do you? I pause. Consider. Yes, I think I do. His smile is brilliant. Then we'll have them. As many as you want. Let's start with one more and see how it goes. Deal. He pulls me close. Kisses me deeply. I kiss him back. Still amazed that this is my life. That he's my husband. That I get to keep him. I love you, I say against his lips. I love you more. Impossible. Watch me prove it every single day. That evening, we use the key. Lorenzo, Sophia, and I walk to the East Wing together. Stop at the locked door. Ready? I ask Lorenzo. He nods. his jaw tight, but determined. I unlock the door. It swings open. Dust motes dance in the sunlight. The room is exactly as Julia left it. Paintings on easels, sculptures on shelves, colors everywhere. "It's beautiful," Sophia whispers. Lorenzo walks slowly inside, touches a canvas, his fingers gentle, reverent. "She was working on this when she died," he says. A portrait of Sophia. The painting shows Sophia as a baby, laughing, joyful, alive. "Can we finish it?" Sophia asks. "Together?" Lorenzo looks at me, then at his daughter. "Yes," he says. "We can finish it. Together." We spend hours in that room, looking at Julia's work, hearing Lorenzo's stories, learning about the woman who came before me. I don't feel jealous, just grateful. She gave him Sophia. She loved him first. She made it possible for him to love again. "Thank you," I say to her portrait on the wall, "for loving him, for giving him Sophia, for making him the man I love." Lorenzo's arm wraps around me, his eyes wet. "She would have liked you," he says. "How do you know?" "Because she always said I needed someone strong, someone brave, someone who wouldn't take my shit." I laugh. She sounds wise. She was. He turns me to face him. "But you're the love of my life, the one I was always meant to find." Even with everything we went through, especially because of everything we went through, it made us who we are, made us appreciate this. He gestures around, at Sophia painting, at the life we've built, at us. "I wouldn't change a single thing," he says. "Not even the bullets? Not even those, because they brought us here, to this moment, this family, this love." Amara felt tears stream down her face. Happy tears, grateful tears. "I love you, Lorenzo De Luca," I say. "I love you, Amara De Luca," he says. We kiss. Soft, sweet, full of everything we are, everything we've become. Sophia makes a gagging sound. "Gross. You're always kissing." "Get used to it," Lorenzo says. "I'm never stopping. Never ever," I add. She rolls her eyes. But she's smiling, so bright, so alive. This is our family. Imperfect, complicated, beautiful, built from broken pieces and bound by love. And I've never been happier in my entire life. We walk back to the main house as the sun sets, the sky painted in gold and pink and orange. Sophia between us, holding both our hands. "Mama?" she says. "Yes, baby? Are you happy?" "The happiest I've ever been." "Me too." She swings our hands. "We're a real family now." "We were always a real family," Lorenzo says. "From the moment Amara walked through our door. I'm glad she stayed," Sophia says. "Me too," I say. "Me too." We reach the terrace, sit together watching the sun disappear into the sea. The waves crash below, steady, eternal, free. Lorenzo's arm around me, Sophia's head on my lap, peace settling over us. "Tell me," Sophia says sleepily, "will we always be this happy?" "We'll try," I say. "Every single day. That's good enough for me." She falls asleep. Lorenzo carries her inside. I follow. We tuck her in together. She doesn't stir, just sleeps, safe, loved, home. In our room, Lorenzo pulls me close, his hands in my hair, his eyes on mine. "Thank you," he says. "For what?" "For fighting for us, for staying, for loving me when I was unlovable. You were never unlovable, just scared. And now you're mine, and I'm yours, and we're home." He kisses me, deep, claiming, forever, and I kiss him back, pouring everything into it, all my love, all my hope, all my heart. This is where I belong, not in safety, not in peace, not in perfection, but in love. With him, with Sophia, with this family we built from ashes and hope. The waves crash outside, the stars shine overhead, and in the darkness, we found our light. Together, always, forever. We're finally home. The end.